you real quick. This your girl, Charlie. Want to talk to those of you who have thought about becoming a bus driver and what that's all about. Well, let me tell you this. I was a widow. I became a widow in 2012, September 2012, after a movie and dinner date. I first became an insurance agent, which I am still an insurance agent, sharing with families how important it is to have their insurance in place because hiccups is going to come, right? But moving forward, I was broke. I was really broke. And after trying different jobs, I decided to go into becoming a bus driver. And I didn't have any money at the time. I knew I was going to have to be trained. But when I tell you how I started off, wait a minute, let me back up. How I started off, I was driving Uber. I was driving Lyft. And I was driving Lyft in San Francisco. And at the time, I was living in the Valley, right? So Lyft was giving these cars away, and so lo and behold, I got a video on here somewhere. You can look for that video. But I became a Lyft driver, and so that sparked the idea about me becoming a bus driver. Bus drivers really do make good money because it's a public servant job, and you're dealing with a lot of, people in the public, right? Using public transportation. So I got my L's. I went through a training in Stockton, California, went through a training, and I started driving the bus. And so one thing led to another. I came back over to the Bay Area, to San Francisco, and this company who I am driving for, have been driving for the last 4 years. But I said all of that to say that if you're not a shy person and if you can deal with the public, and this is a business that you can go into. It's a 9 to 5. Well, you got different schedules, and your schedules may change periodically. But you thinking about doing something like this? This changed the game for me. How did it change the game for me? Well, I was broke. I was continuously getting notices on my door, eviction notices on my door, and I didn't have nothing consistent. I had been a hairstylist for over 20 plus years. And after my husband passed away, I didn't know what I was going to do. And so once I became the bus driver, this really changed everything for me. And when I say everything, I mean everything. My income changed. I was able to move back to the Bay Area. Actually, I was able to move over to San Francisco, stayed over here for a little while to be closer to my job, and met a lot of people. But this was, being a bus driver was really a game change. And if you're thinking about doing this, yes, you're gonna have to have a decent record, your motor vehicle record, and they're gonna drug test you. So if you think that you want to do something, you still just trying to figure it out. The transportation business, period, is a good business. So get your feet wet. You're going to need a Class B, and you got companies that's willing to train you, right? And also pay for your license. That's what I'm talking about. So you thinking about becoming a bus driver? Then nothing to it but to do it. This your girl, Charlie, and this was at T today in becoming a bus driver. Take care. Talk soon. Stay safe.